Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Satara. For this video, we'll be making fried cabbage. This is the cabbage we'll be cooking. I got my cabbage here. I got my onion. And I have my spicy right here. Okay guys, so I got my meat here. So you can use any meat of your choice. This is all the seasoning that I will be using. So I got tomato paste. I got onion powder, garlic powder, this season, chicken bouillon, adobo season, Maggi. So this is all the seasoning that I will be using. Okay guys, so this is my meat. I'm just going to wash it up and put it in the pot, then season it and put it on the fire for it to cook. I already cut everything up, the chicken feet, toast, everything. I already took it off, so I'm just rinsing it now to put it in the pot. So this is the dry fish that I'll be putting in there. I will just be putting 3 pieces of bone in here because it's just one cabbage. Just like this, the flavor that the bone can give the soup, that's why I'm just putting a little bit in there. This is the meat in here. I'm just going to season it with all my seasoning I have here. So I'll be using garlic powder. This don't have salt in it, so you can put as much as you want to put. Maggi, onion powder, chicken bouillon, this season. So remember, you can add season if you need to. So I'm just going to season the meat a little bit for it to cook, and then chew off the video. If I need to add seasoning, I will add seasoning to it. So you can just adjust your seasoning to your liking. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to pot boil this, and then when I start cooking, I will taste it to see if it has seasoning in it. If there's no seasoning and I need to add seasoning, I will add seasoning in it. So right now I'm just seasoning this, and then I'll add a little bit of water in it to take it on the stove for it to boil. So this is the meat. I set it on the fire. I already add water and I season my meat and added water to it. So I'm just going to allow this to boil and cook a little bit, because you don't want to add too much water in the cabbage. So this has to boil and cook before you put it in your cabbage. So cover my soup. This is the fish right here. I'm just going to season it with all the seasoning. I'll show you the same exact seasoning. That's what I'm going to use. Adobo seasoning, just a little bit of each. Maggi. And you can just mix it up. This is the fish. I'm just going to cover it up and then cut my cabbage, and then I'll be back to show you guys the next step. So I already washed my cabbage up. I'm about to cut it up. So I'm just cutting the cabbage out. You can cut it any way you want to cut it. Like for me, I take the first leaf up and I just hold this and just cut it up like that. But you can cut it any way you want to cut it. As long as it cut, that's it. So this is the cabbage. I already cut it up. I'm just going to set this aside and wait for my meat to boil and then fry my fish and start. So this is the meat. Is boiling. It's almost ready. So I'm just going to allow this to boil for like 10 to 15 minutes and then it will be ready. And then we can start cooking our cabbage. Okay guys, so I'm just going to be putting my onion in here. So I already washed it up. I'll just slice it up in here. Half onion in here and the other half I'll be blending it with the spicy. So I'm going to open my tomato paste and put 1 teaspoon here. So you can always add tomato if you need to. So I'll put 1.5 because you don't want the tomato to be too much in it and it will make it sour. I got the onion, I got a tomato, and I'm about to blend my pepper and put it on the side, and then I will fry it up. Okay guys, so this is the pot. I already emptied the meat from in the pot, so I will be putting my vegetable oil in here to fry my. So I'm just putting my vegetable oil in here. You don't want too much oil because for me, I don't like too much oil in my cabbage, so that would be enough to fry the cabbage. So I'm going to fry my fish in a separate pan. That's why I'm just going straight ahead to fry my cabbage. I'll just put my onion in here. This is this pepper to blend it up. So that's it. So I'm going to blend the pepper up. Okay guys, so I'm just going to fry my fish in here. So this is the fish. I'm just frying my fish. After frying my fish, I'll go ahead and fry the cabbage. Okay, so I'm just going to put my spicy on the side. Right there. Then when I'm done frying the fish, I can go ahead and fry this. And then I will show you guys the next step. So this is it. This is the tomato, the onion, and the pepper with the cabbage. So that's the oil. I already took the fish from in there. All of that is the seasoning, so don't worry about that. We're gonna fry the cabbage right now. Cabbage, we're just gonna put it in there and fry it. Just mix it up. So this is the cabbage. I already put it in the oil. I already mixed it up. I'm just going to cover it and let it cook, and then I will be back to show you guys the next step. Okay guys, so this is the cabbage. I already allowed it to cook a little bit, so I'm going to add the water in there from the meat and allow it to cook, and then I can put the meat in there. So we already got our tomatoes, our onion, our spicy in here. So we're just going to add the water from the meat in here and then allow it to cook. So the cabbage don't need a lot of water, so you can just add a little bit And then you can put water in the blender and get the rest of the spicy from in it. So this is the water. I'm going to put water in the blender, and then I will show you the amount of water that I will put in here. Cabbage already got water itself, so you don't need a lot of water in here. So this is the amount of water I'm adding, just a little bit of water, and that's it. I'm going to cover it up and allow it boil a little bit before I put my meat in it. I'm going to be adding 2 cubes in it. At this time, you can taste it to see if it has seasoning in it. If there's no seasoning, you can add seasoning. So I'm going to be adding 2 cubes in here. So I'm going to put my meat in here now. I'm not putting everything in here because the soup is not plenty, so I will save some for next time. Okay, I think this is enough, so I will just mix it up and allow it to cook now. At this time, you can taste it to see if you got seasoning in it. If you don't have much seasoning in it, you can add seasoning. So this is the soup. I already added all my meat to it. I already added seasoning in it. I adjusted my seasoning. So time you can taste it to see if it needs more seasoning. You can add seasoning in it. So I'm just going to let it sit here and cook. When the water dry a little bit, then I can add my fish to it. Okay, so this is the soup. I'm about to add the fish to it, and I'll just allow it sit here and dry. And then I'll be back to show you guys. So I already added all my seasoning I need. It's already well seasoned. I'm gonna just add my fish to it. So I'm adding my fish. And then I'll just mix it up. Okay guys, so this is it. I already added my fish, everything to it. I'm just going to allow it sit here and dry it off, and then I will be back to show you guys the finished look. Okay guys, so this is the soup. This is the finished look of the soup. So you can pair this with some rice, and then that's it guys. Bye. If the sun refused to shine